Drizzy. We gotta chop it up, y'all. His number one street dude has gotten his issue in UK. Yeah, it's been a big serving of karma, knock on wood. But you gotta watch what you put out in the atmosphere, you guys. You really do, because it'll come back. And I think it hit this dude when he was literally least expected. The cockiness of this dude, like the arrogance is out of this world. Like, trust me. And when this thing happened, I felt a few different ways. I looked at Drake. I really did. And then I looked at the top five dude and the stuff he's done. This dude is full of antics. And even when this situation first happened, there were a lot of outlets speaking as if it might have been staged. I didn't believe that. Not whatsoever.
They say when you go knocking on the devil's door, you can't be mad when he answers. And as I always tell y'all on this platform, you get what you give and you are what you attract. If you find people who always seem to be going through negativity and can't seem to shake the monkey off their back, but you notice their Instagram is full of drama, controversy, every time you turn around they're arguing with someone or calling someone out, well, that's why. The energy you put into the universe is the same energy you'll get back, and it's just as simple as that. You want positive things to happen, think positive and do so as well, and watch your life change for the better. But when you're someone like Canadian rapper Top 5, those results just aren't for you. See, Top 5 is a Drake affiliate who has been parading around for years now, claiming to be a tough guy and welcoming all problems no matter who it's from. The only difference is this time, he actually got what he was looking for. And they always say, no matter how tough you are, there's always someone tougher or someone willing to crash out a little more than you and lose it all. Well, in this case, it was more than just one person, and Canadian rapper Top 5 will find himself being the victim of a stabbing in no other place than the UK, where stabbings are very common due to the gun laws. In most places, people prefer guns, and you should always be aware that you can be shot at any given time in certain areas where firearms are common. But in London, it's more likely for you to be stabbed and shot, and knife fights are the norm result after either a heated argument, scuffle, or targeted hit. The UK is the first place I ever seen someone do a drive-by using not a firearm, but a long knife as they proceeded to locate their target, stab them, and then drive off in a scooter.
You got to think about where this took place. The UK. You got to think about when it took place. Wireless Festival. What is Wireless Festival? It's a huge music fest. I want to say one of the biggest in the world, but people from all over came there. And when you know UK, you know that there's not too many arms of fire there. Catch my drift. Something caught up with this dude. Or is Drake sick of him? And when I say that, did Drake try to get him out the way? It's something to think about.
Now, whatever Top 5 did, he made someone mad in the UK. However, other people believe that maybe he was set up and there was someone else behind that stabbing, which is one of the main reasons why whenever you go places, you must be on point at all times. Most people think that they should be only on point in their hometown because no one knows them out of town, but they're sadly mistaken. Out of town is where you should actually be more on point because it can go down even worse due to you not knowing who you are around and who's who, and you could be around someone who is friends to one of your ops and never even know, in which this might be the case here. Now, Top 5, who lets it be known that he's forever indebted to Drake and shows outstanding loyalty to the Sixth God himself, was at the UK Wireless Fest due to Drake performing out there this past week. News will quickly spread that he was stabbed 3 times, including one to the neck, but it's believed that he's expected to survive. There's a bunch of videos floating around about what happened in Top 5, but some people are saying that those videos are fake, and not the altercation, but instead, it was from a different incident. We seen what appeared to be a bunch of people jumping on top of his rented Mercedes vehicle, and we thought it was real. Now there's a picture going viral showing Top 5 supposedly laid out in the street after the occurrence, but for obvious reasons I can't post that here, but I'll blur a little bit of it out. If you want, I'm sure you can find it on social media somewhere if you're really interested in seeing it, and come to your own conclusion on whether it's him or not. Now they say no one knows the motive behind the attack because Top 5 is not even from the UK, so how can he get a group of people or anybody that mad at him to the point where they will try to take his life?
You got to think about what comes behind this Top 5 dude, the notoriety and all that stuff, and it's a lot of energy that Drake doesn't want. And if you notice, Drake has not said anything about this situation. It's alleged that he was poked up out there and 17-inch. How do you get a 17-inch laceration on your neck? Let's be real. There was some wild video floating around with a bunch of guys stomping on a car and doing all this stuff. I don't think that was it. A lot of people were saying that that's not it. Even DJ Academics confirmed that that wasn't it. But the energy that this dude produces, you're only going to get that back, you guys. If you want to challenge people, you want to talk about people, you want to taunt people about their deceased loved ones and this and that and all of that stuff, something's going to happen.
Well, here's one of the reasons. Top 5 is seen during the interview trolling UK gangsters and saying that there are none in the UK, so he isn't scared when traveling there. Y'all check this out.
Where are we going tonight? Let them know.
That's a great question.
There's no killers in the UK. There's like serious guys. We're not going to come kill us.
No.
They're not going to come kill us. But see, if you even show your addresses. In America?
Fuck.
Now listen, where are we going tonight?
Now, according to DJ Academics, who shares a pretty close relationship with Top 5 for obvious reasons and their ties to Drake, Academics will tell the world that the video floating around is fake and give us a little enlightenment on the situation. He states that Top 5 may have been followed from an after party and was struck, but the person who did it wasn't from the UK, basically hinting that this may be something that's been fueled from somewhere else that just carried on into the UK because a lot of people was in the UK for Wireless Fest.
I'm gonna just throw the allegedly on there because I know everybody like running with the false things. This got nothing to do with the UK. Like, respectfully, it did happen in the UK. Has nothing to do with the UK. It's a good meme. That's what I'm saying. Online will create a whole story, and it's completely wrong. It has nothing to do with him saying earlier in the day there's no like killers out. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It's some whole other shit. It's just not that. So I know people want to believe it's like, yo, the UK slid. No, respectfully, he was there from days. Like, there was nothing, no bad blood. There's like mad rumors and like fake stuff about it. That video is not real. So that video that they're saying is Top 5, like, that's not Top 5. He told me, he said he was at this after party spot. He felt like people followed him, and he was taking a picture with a fan while he was going into the club. Because I asked him where his homies was at, and he's like, yo, I was with 20 people. I get to the spot. I get there earlier than them. I'm walking in the spot. I think they're already there. So really, I'm alone. And then, he goes to take a picture with someone, and somebody kind of ran up on him. But respectfully, it did happen in the UK. Has nothing to do with the UK. It's a good meme. That's what I'm saying. Online will create a whole story, and it's completely wrong.
And I think this was the last place he thought something would happen because of the restriction of firearms there. But them dudes don't play when it comes to blades. And when you think about doing certain things with the blade, it becomes way more personal. You're right there with that person, literally in arm's reach. You're not across the street. You're not down the block. You're not on top of a building. You're not moving past in a car. You're right there, face to face, eye to eye, or face to back, however it happened. It's up close and personal, but you definitely got to be careful about the energy you put out here, y'all, because it comes back for sure. I hope dude's okay. I don't know what else to say about it. I really don't. Watch the way you move. And the crazy part about it is, it felt like a setup off the strength that dude said that he was 15 to 20 people deep. He felt like he got to the club early because he was by himself. Yeah. Now, I think this was after he made that statement in the video, like, oh, well, guys ain't doing nothing here in the UK. UK ain't on this or ain't on that or whatever, whatever. When that happened, the dude that was hosting him or whatever, he instantly left. Oh, I'm about to go shower. I'm about to leave. So his top 5 was supposed to meet up with these people. It didn't happen, you guys. Anyway, if you're still here, say I made it. Sorry about that horn in the back. I live like behind the plaza. OMG. Anyway, like the video. If you made it, say I made it. I'm out. Peace.